2, 3, showtime. So she's not a lesbian, or she is a lesbian?
No, she is a lesbian.
Okay. Well,
She
great
not
way to start. If your church is got a cash app, there it is.
There it is.
1, 2, 3, showtime. Or have a choice in your mindset is part luck.
Really? Everybody ain't got Canada rules, man.
One, two, three, showtime.
Yo, what up there, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to Gasmasktribe TV podcast, where we filter out that bullshit, like straight up. Man, I hope everybody weekend was great. Man, it is again a new week, a new day, and we gonna top it off. Biz got some exciting videos out there. We had a long week. It seemed like to me it was long, you know what I mean? Where we had Thanksgiving and everybody ate y'all turkey, ham, your dressing, all that shit. You know what I mean? All of it. You know what I mean? So if you had a good time, you know what I mean, go ahead and throw your turkeys up in the comments, and then let everybody know, man, that y'all had a good time, man.
Facts. Y'all already know, man. Once again, y'all tuned into the world's greatest Gasmasktribe TV podcast, where we filter out that bull. And yes, we can be the messiest podcast on the planet. Yes, we can. Right? Is that right, Miss Cat?
Talking about messy, but we do what we gotta do.
We do what we do. People, we have a special guest for you guys tonight, Tremaine Gunn. He's going to be coming on here, giving his life experience, of course, telling us about his experience in relationships and just his life. And also, we're going to be talking about why she may not be into you. You get what I mean? Kind of a hard subject for guys to kind of get past. You know what I mean? We have a big thing with rejection. You dig what I mean? So this is something really great, I think, a topic of tonight of, you know what I mean, that we can really expound on. I got some crazy fucking videos for y'all tonight, of course. And we're going to just literally have the fucking conversation, man. People, y'all already know we're already 3 minutes into the show, so let's get right to it. Let's have our notice current events right quick before we get to our special guest. We're going to have our notice current events. Then we're going to get to our positive vibe with Miss Cat. Because after this weekend, we fucking need it. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, man. Also, y'all make sure y'all share and subscribe. Also, we're about to get right into notice current events. My people, y'all already know it. It's Tribe Gang. Cheer. One, two, three, showtime.
Yo, what up? Thank y'all for tuning in to Gasmasktribe TV podcast, where we filter out that bull. And if you didn't notice that, then you're gonna notice this for notice current events. So I scour the internet all the time, and I scour the news feeds for things that you probably just missed or you probably saw. Or if you did see them, you know what I mean? It's just it's a cherry on top of the cake. It's one of those things. Now I know y'all missed this, and I know a lot of you guys didn't even see this, but they are saying that cannabis is sending people to the ER.
I
We
believe it.
we, and that's because 6, 7 year, 9, 10 years ago, weed was not as strong as it is today. Which before it used to calculate at 3 to 9% or something like that, 3 to 10%, where you got your high on. Now because there are 19 states that are legal, 19 states that are legal with weed, it is now ranged from 18 to 30%. I don't know if you guys know this. If you give me some weed that's 30%, I'm losing my fucking mind. That shit got me. I am getting high, little motherfucker. And so it's at literally sending people to the ER because people are getting high and they just don't know what to do with themselves. They're having all kind of side effects, and there's doctors that are saying that all type of things that is raising anxiety, which is hard to believe, is raising depression. And then it's just also just doing things to them that is just like, yo, like, oh yeah, you're not ready for this. So my thing is this: if you guys are gonna be smoking cannabis or smoking weed or anything like that, then make sure that you do your homework. Because there are 3 different types of marijuana out there. There's 3 different types. There's indica, there's sativa, and there's hybrids. And if you don't know that, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know what it affects, it will happen to your body. There's a doctor said that they're seeing a rise in ER patients because they're getting high and they're like, oh shit, my chest is getting heavy. Oh shit, I'm paranoia is running high or this and that. But weed is a good thing. It's organic, but at the same time, when it becomes unorganic, when these companies start doing certain things to them and enriches the root. That is the doctor. That is the doctor that I did the whole thing on. Yeah, for sure. And I just want everybody to be out there safe. Partake how you're gonna partake. Do what you're gonna do, but just be careful.
I'm getting
Make
high.
sure that's fine. Get high, but just understand what level that you might be at. Ask the
I
appropriate
will
question.
be at a level of a giraffe's ass.
So you're going 30. You're going 30%. You're going 30%. You're going 30%. Hey, look, okay.
I'm about to have to go 50 on ya.
No, this is you full of shit because I gave you a joint one time, nigga. You couldn't handle it, so I don't want to hear that shit. That shit
40
was so
years ago, nigga. You stopped
That
smoking
wasn't
40 years ago.
That
Get
was
out of
like
here.
that
Get
was
that
like
shit
3
out
years.
of here.
That was 3 years ago. I gave you a joint. It was
Y'all don't
designed-
believe that shit. 3 years ago, we was in COVID. This nigga wasn't smoking weed in COVID, girl.
Nigga, you crazy, bro. All right, don't play with my notice current events, nigga. Hey, I'm gonna let everybody know. I had a designer joint, and I said, Biz, hit this. That nigga hit it one time. And I said, yo, it's potent. He's like, all right, hit it one time. He was like, oh no. That's because they make marijuana now very strong. There was one time where I was smoking with some people, and it was like, oh, that's 22%. I said, all right, whatever. I hit it before I can exhale the marijuana. I was high. That's how strong weed is nowadays. Before I can exhale the weed, I was high. I've never had that happen in my entire weed smoking life. I have smoked a bunch of weed.
Shit, let me know where you get that motherfucker at. I want him.
I was so fucking high. It was just ridiculous. So you guys, you know what I mean? Big ups, partake, do what you do, but just be careful when it comes down to smoking weed. Make sure you do your homework. There are 3 brands, three labels to it. There's indica, sativa, and there's hybrid. Indica is a body high, sativa is a head high, and hybrid is a little bit of both, which I don't like. I don't like fucking sativa. I don't like hybrids. Sativa depends on what I'm doing. You going to customer service, do that. You know what I mean? You cooking some shit, indica. You doing hybrids? I don't know what the fuck you doing. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck you doing at this point. That's for you people that's just really fucked up out there. But in other news, I guess I seen some things about Trump and Kanye West getting into it. So Trump is a little upset about had a yelling match with them about him being a 2024 candidate. This is big news to me because it's like, oh, I thought you guys were on the same team and there should be some kind of support in there. But Trump is a little upset. I can't say he all the way mad, y'all. I can't say he's all the way mad. But he got into a yelling match with Kanye at an event just recently and said,
Y'all have a clip of that?
I didn't have the clip of it. I was doing a reading. I did a reading, and I should have the clip. Biz probably looking for it right now. But it's they were having Trump was like pretty much told him you would never be president for 2024. Shit. Like, oh, don't do that, Trump. Don't do that because he will have the people behind him if you shut him down. And I've had conversations with a lot of people and elite people and things of that nature. And I don't know. But do y'all think Kanye West is worthy of the presidency? No. Yeah. I don't think it is either. But you know what I mean? There is when it comes to political views these days, political views are so just raw and just crazy. They're all over the place. They are all over the place.
I love how people buy into the antics.
Right.
Like they buy into all the fucking like the fuckery. Like if you like, I'm telling you, this nigga Kanye is smart as fuck. He joins the boat. He joins the boat and then get off because he's black and he could do that. Like, do you understand what that fucking? He's using blackness in a way that we will probably never even see to use it. You get what I mean? He uses it to his advantage, right? Whether it may be controversy or not, you know what I mean? He just uses it to his advantage, you know. So I don't know.
It is what it is. I think ultimately we need strong people in there, and we need people that know the policies and know the things that we're going to need in order to fix society today, or even argue it on our behalf, at least, at minimum. With that being said, the last but not least, there's a couple more, but I thought this was very, very. I don't know if you guys know about China. China is, we are affected by China in a big way, and because we are affected by China, I like to pay attention to what's happening in China, and they have been on lockdown for a long time now, but they are also locking down their factories, your iPhones, all those software and all those places where they have those, they are keeping them hostage there at work. So they have a village where they're like, yo, you can work, you pretty much go home, work, go home, right there in the factory. But they have been keeping them hostage and say you can't leave because it's been a big thing over there where they are done. And when it comes to that, when it comes to China, we have to pay attention to what type of shit is going on, because they, just like we wasn't paying attention before with the COVID happened, now COVID happened, and then this same thing. These people are over there protesting, they're doing big shit. And guess what? Asia is the biggest populated humanity continent. So we need to make sure that we're cognitive of what's going on when it comes to China. They're not messing around. They are on serious lockdown and things of that nature. It is getting to a point to where I don't know if we should be concerned, but I think we should at least pay attention and make sure that we're doing our due diligence of keeping ourselves in America knowledgeable about what's going on over there.
I got
So
my own shit. Fuck it.
like that's why I don't buy iPhones. I don't buy iPhone. So all you iPhone users in the upcoming future, and just know y'all may be having problems because there's not going to be somebody that's going to be supporting the software and also the hardware. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to deal with that. Amongst with all the other wars in Ukraine and all that stuff, I can go on for a whole night about talking about news. But if you didn't notice this, then if you didn't notice that, then you better notice this because that was noticed. Current events, facts.
1, 2, 3, showtime. Big booty with a big room. Yeah, big room, big room.
Hello, everybody. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Today is Thankful Day. So be thankful and do something to show thanks or give thanks today on Tuesday. I'm sorry, tomorrow on Tuesday. I'm all messed up. So does anybody's life ever get blurry? Mine does. So whenever your life gets blurry and you feel like
That's
I'm not
420.
focused, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm sidetracked, blurry, right? You need to readjust your focus because the only time we have obstacles is when we don't have goals. So when we have goals, the things that slow us down or get in our way of our goals is letting us know we're in the right direction. And they're part of the process, right? So whenever life gets blurry, refocus, make sure you have goals, and make sure you're doing the things to achieve your goals. No matter where we are in life, we should always have goals for what we want in our relationships, what we want in our careers, what we want in our bank accounts. All those things we need to have goals because things get blurry, right? Things get blurry. So make sure you have your goal and do something to thank someone tomorrow, whether it be just to call somebody up and say, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for, not giving you weed or nothing like that, but, thankful for positive things, right? Make sure you do that on tomorrow for Thankful Day. That's it. That's my positive vibe for you.
Big booty with a big room. Yeah, big room. All right, people. So look, real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes and with our special guest, and also we got the big homie Jay Smooth in the background. But before we get to that, I always got to give you guys some thought-provoking shit. All right, I don't want to take this too long, but it's biz provoking thought. You already know it's gonna be some shit. You dig?
As a woman, you need to learn how to flip the script and make everything that man's fault. Even it don't matter what you do, you need to be able to flip it back on him. Whatever it is, I promise you it can be turned into his fault. He needs to think that everything that's wrong is because of him. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get you everything you want every time. It never fails. This is a skill that you need to master.
It's a skill that you need to master.
That always fails.
Ah. So, people, how many times you seen this? How many times people flip the script on your ass? Oh, for the fellas, how many times a female flipped the script on your ass? Made you feel like it was your fault. You know what I mean? You muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
A lot of times, pretty much anytime you get into an argument, majority of them, 9 times out of 10, when you get into an argument with a female, you gotta flip the script.
Well, why are you arguing? It takes two to argue.
I'm arguing because you making me seem like I'm wrong when I'm not. That's part of it.
Whenever someone manipulates anybody, it always backfires eventually because people learn that they're getting manipulated, and then eventually they will either mistreat you or just stop dealing with you, period. Like you want them to deal with you on.
But it's a great tactic by women because, especially when you're younger, like us as guys, when we're younger, we don't care about if we're really right or wrong. We care about the pussy. So if you're a woman and you're a chick and you're like, oh, you did this and boo, well, most times we'll look past the bullshit of what you're talking about, and we just want to be like, how can we get into a position to where we can smash again? And that's real. That's just being real. Like you're like, I remember when I was younger, I don't care if I was right or wrong. Yo, what's up, girl? How can I make you feel better right now?
You know what's key is that all men who are narcissists, they don't think like you. This is so funny.
I'm fucking with Notice.
I was about to throw my fucking camera at this camera.
No, seriously, men who are master manipulators or narcissists, they don't care about. They will make you feel like you're wrong. And they don't care about the booty like that. They care about control more so than anything else.
I mean, but there are more narcissistic women than there are men. I can say that for sure.
I don't know. I think when people are narcissists or manipulative, they have to have power. And most women really don't have power in the relationship, right? If they really want it.
But
because
shit, her mouth is fucking power. Her mouth is fucking powerful.
If a man doesn't want to deal with anymore, he just leaves. Like, so, dude.
And then you like, oh, you a punk ass nigga because you left. You can't deal with a bitch like me. You ain't real enough. You ain't no real one. Like, bitch, I be a real one, knock the shit out your ass. Then I'll be a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you just. See, you damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, what the fuck? If I leave, I'm a fuck nigga. If I stick around and stay with your ass, I'm looked at as like a fuck nigga still. It's like, god damn. Ain't no win.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, people. Y'all, hey, comment below, people. Let us know what you guys think below about the video. We about to get into the meat and potatoes with everybody. Gang, gang, gang. And of course, you already know your boy. Gotta grab that coffee. I'm all hyper and shit. Coffee calms me down. Like, what, nigga? Please. People, y'all already know it's Miss Cat, Mr. Notice, and your boy Biz. We're about to get right into the meat and potatoes, people. Y'all stay right there. Stay tuned. Chia. So, people, we have a great host. We have a special guest today, people. Great friend of mine that I've, grew up with since the time of me and Jay Smooth. We was all over at Oasis and all that good shit. So, it's a great friend of mine, man. But Tremaine Gunn is a little different from us. He's different from us. We're kind of like the rah-rah niggas. Tremaine Gunn is kind of like, he's the guy that's going to actually like sit down with you and have a nice conversation, right? Other than the niggas like us, we go like, bitch, your booty ain't big enough. You got to go. You get what I mean? But Tremaine Gunn, I want to call him Tremaine Gang. Tremaine Gang.
Hey, be shallow.
But
I'm not shallow.
But definitely, I'm gonna put him on the big screen, and we're literally gonna be able to have the conversation with him. People, we're talking about this. She may not be into you. Of course, I'm gonna get to my first video, but let's say what's up to my nigga Jay Smoothie. What's good, Jay Smoothie?
Man, what's good with my good people?
What's good with your boy?
Tribe is good. Tribe is good.
Man, so my boy.
Man, it's living.
Okay, after this, Mr. Notice, we finna filter out some bullshit. I heard some things about it's me and my guy.
I'm still confused.
It's the Twiggy Wee
I'm confused too. I ain't never.
What he said about that ganja?
Yeah, Yeah, talking about my best friend like that, bro. What's wrong with you?
Hey,
Ain't never met no.
Your best friend got about like 30 dresses, nigga. So you need to figure that one out there for sure. I'm just saying. There's a reason why I stopped smoking weed.
So before we get into that, we're gonna get into that in after hours. Tremaine Gunn.
Yes, sir.
Just for the crowd, just for the people, let them get a kind of a taste of who you are, where you're from. Of course, we all know you're an actor and you're a singer-songwriter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All that great stuff. But
Yes.
you know what I mean? Is there anything I've missed out or left, or any relationship status or whatever the case may be?
He's like, tell all your business.
Definitely single right now. Focusing on my career. Just living my life and really just putting all my focus on the music and the acting, and also upcoming documentary that I'm getting ready to start working on. So yes, sir.
Okay, what's the documentary about?
It's definitely about me becoming a new artist and focusing on the acting, and that's pretty much it. Just introducing the world to who I am and introducing the world to what I could do. I think my style is just different from everybody else's. I grew up listening to 90s R&B, and I grew up to listening to 90s hip hop, and I just think my style is just real different. I think people gonna like what they hear.
I mean, we're gonna get into it because I always think dudes who sing 90s R&B and 90s hip hop are like, you know what I mean? Well, not 90s hip hop, more 90s R&B. I always kind of look at them dudes a little soft to me. You know what I mean? Because the songs.
I'm not a soft dude, but I mean, I mean,
I'm fucking with you. I'm trying to get the edge off. You know what I mean?
I know. You know me, bro. I'm a real cool, mellow type of guy.
So Jermaine, are you obviously it's R&B, right? It's R&B, or can I is it safe to say
it's
that?
R&B, yeah, R&B.
Okay, so it's catered to the women.
Of course,
Okay.
catered to the women, and just catered to just to various topics. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, making love, and whatever I'm going through at the time, whatever it is that I want to express, I'm talking about it.
What is if you don't mind? What is the difference between you and, let's say, Trey Songz?
That's a good question. I feel like he always talk about sex. I feel like he doesn't ever change it up. I got some songs talking about like it's a song, if you go on my Reverb Nation, Trey Gunn, I got a song that's named Midnight Lover, and then I have a song named Reviver. Midnight Lover, of course, is a sex song, and Reviver is about, being in love with somebody and finding your soulmate. I don't think he talks about music like that. Nothing wrong with the music that he talks about, but he don't change it up.
It's Mr. Steel Girl.
I feel like he can't be an international star because he only talks about one thing.
It's Mr. Steel Girl.
Hey, that's him.
Like, you better watch out.
So do you have any soul filled albums or songs or anything like that, soul filled, like Music Soul Child or Tank or anything that hits the soul, like
my style is more like similar to like Usher. Like Usher could talk about sex, but then he could talk about something that's motivating or something that he might have messed up on as far as a relationship. That's why I feel like Usher's so successful, because he jumps to different topics and different avenues of
he jumped from different herpes.
You guys are crazy. But that's the reason why I respect Usher so much.
I'm fucking with you.
Nothing. I respect Trey Songz too, but I just feel like Trey Songz can never get to that level of what Usher has. He gotta change up his cadence. He gotta change up his style a little bit.
He was close for a second.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Like I said, that style of music can only last so long. Like I said, he's very, very talented, but he just got to change it up.
So, bro, who influenced you?
Usher, Michael Jackson, Neo. Who else? Raphael Sadiq. Yeah, people like that.
You could ask my stupid ass. I
So
would have said, man,
currently too, still.
Yes, those are the people I mainly listen to right now as we speak. I've been listening to a lot of Raphael Sadiq. I feel like he doesn't get a lot of credit as a writer or as an artist.
Doesn't.
you know what? You know what? You know what? I take that. You know, I used to say that too. I used to say that some of the gurus don't get the credit that they deserve. But if
Right.
you watch these motherfuckers closely, these motherfuckers walk around like gods. Like they
do.
get. It's just that we probably don't see the
Don't know.
credit
Yeah,
that you know what I mean. Like
Right.
I've like, because you mentioned Raphael Sadiq, and like I've literally watched this dude like social media wise, not like you know what I mean in person, but social media wise for like literally 3 months straight. And this
Also,
motherfucker be treated like a motherfucking god. I ain't gonna lie. This
Right. I'm also a
motherfucker
huge
walking
fan
around-
of PM Don. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
PNB Rock. What?
No, PM Don.
You know
It was
that
like
guy.
the big-
Die without
the-
you.
Yeah, I think they're super talented. I'm listening to a lot of their music as well. I want to bring back real R&B. I want to bring back that good feel music. I want to bring back acting to
What happened to
music
motherfuckers
videos.
like the Bee Gees?
People don't do that no more. It's just about money and it's about, ass shaking, which is cool. But why not change it up?
Okay, so what's your best?
So-
What is your best? Like your
Ass
top
shaking?
3 songs.
Music?
I'm not going to say your best. Your top 3, because it's always the top 3 or top 5, right?
Top
Just
3 songs.
top 3.
I would have to say, can I pick 3 artists too?
No, I'm talking about yours. Yours.
Oh, mine's. Oh,
Yeah.
Midnight Lover. That's a song that Neo said he liked when I spoke to him. I would have to say Moving On and Reviver. Those are the top 3 songs that's on my Reverb Nation that get a lot of play. And a lot of people ask me who wrote that. I wrote it, and my boy Gmo also helped co-wrote it.
There it is, people. Yeah, you Midnight Lover.
Reviver and Moving On.
What was it?
Reviver and Moving On.
Moving On.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving on. Yes.
I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna DM your ass if I don't like any of them. I'm just
Okay.
Before-
I guarantee you would like it. But I think the Midnight Lover song, I think people like that one the most. People have asked me, can you send me that song? I'm about to smash my girl, literally.
Shut up. That's weird.
No bullshit. No,
Hey,
no
bro,
bullshit.
can you see me that song? I'm about to stick my dick inside my woman.
Literally, they told me that. They told me that, like, oh, that song is dope. I'm about to smash my girl. I need a song to smash with. I'm like, all right, sure.
They couldn't pick any other artist. They had to pick you.
Hey, fuck
Yeah.
it. Chris Brown ain't good enough. Shit.
All right.
That song is that dope. That song is that dope. That song is that dope. No bullshit. That song is that dope.
Baby.
I'm not gonna. Hey, look, right now, I'm gonna go download it, nigga. If that, I'm put it. If my girl tells me turn that shit off,
I guarantee she won't.
I'm gonna go listen.
Yeah, man. Just currently about to to start working on all this stuff, and then also there's other things I want to work on.
This?
Huh?
How many relationships you've had since then? Because we're talking about she may not be into. So relationship is the topic, and you talk about love and the womanhood and sex and
I'm definitely
essential shit.
I'm definitely dating. There's two people that I'm really interested in. Yeah.
Oh, we gonna get into it. We definitely
It's
gonna
one-
do it. Gasmasktribe TV podcast, people. What we talking about? She may not be into you. Yeah, we gonna get into it. And yes, we want Miss Cat to actually, keep it from a woman's perspective. You know what I mean? Feel that bullshit. You know what I'm just saying? Gang, gang, gang. People, we're gonna get right into our first video. And I got a question for Mr. Tremaine Gunn.
Chicks be like, girl, you can have my baby daddy. Give him here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. and I'ma decorate them like a Christmas tree. Eggnog them down my throat, yo.
I like her. I
Yeah.
like her. Where,
That's
hey,
hard. That's
where the
hard.
fuck do you find one of those at?
Yeah. Yeah. I know Miss Cat. Miss Cat. So
You
I
be liking stanky girls. Like, I don't know why. That's attracted to you, but that's not classy.
I love it. I love Miss Cat. I love her just like, oh my God, you guys are so weird.
I respect a girl that knows what she wants out of life.
I know, but is that all that you want is for a girl to just offer that? Like,
She know how to gobble. That's pretty
is
much
she gonna
all.
raise your children? Is she gonna teach your daughters to do the same things?
No.
Look, they're like, what's her number? Ask her for a friend.
That's just it's more to life than that.
Us men, no, but it
Yeah,
really is. It
When we
really
wanna
is.
make sure she's straight in the bed.
Look, you say there's much more to life than that. This
Well, I'm
is a
saying-
part of life. Yeah. For men, it's getting your wobble sucked and your ball sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all goals are
The big
blurry.
dog- the
Do you
big
not
dog
get positive
created
vibes?
this. The big
Hey,
dog
hey.
created this for me and you.
I just
Hey,
hope
Miss
that
Cat.
one day
Miss
you'll
Cat.
realize when you can't get that done or you can't perform, you better make sure the person in your life is there for you.
That's why I'm trying to get it done now.
That's facts. That's facts.
Because
No, you're right. You're right.
stuff is not
Gotta get it done
important.
now. You're right.
No,
You're right, Cat.
You're right.
That's why I'm on a mission to get it done now by all
But-
these hoes.
But Joaquin said, Cat, stop hating on the man pleaser. She's a man pleaser.
There's a lot of women that are man pleasers. They
Like,
just don't
yeah,
promote
I'm
themselves.
Yo, Tremaine,
Yes.
have you had something like this? Have you had a woman that's like, yo, leave your man so I'll take him and I'll treat him way better than you ever had?
You said what?
Like no woman ever came at you and asked like you to come over here, like leave your girl, come over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, she pretty much told your girl like, hey, let your baby daddy go, cause I'll take him and treat him better than you. You've never no woman
hey,
ever
fuck
came
that
at you
girl.
like that. You've never
Hey,
had that before.
Yes,
You've
don't
never
even
had like a
Hey,
woman
come
try
over
to
here. I
take
got
you
you.
from another woman. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
T, I got you, bro. What Biz trying to say is, like a chick ain't never said, "Hey, bro, I'll take you from your girl right now."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, multiple times. I mean, yeah, it's happened a lot.
How she's
I've
gobble,
had
gobble.
girls. Huh?
You appreciate that and you like it, or do you think it's distasteful?
I mean, I think it's distasteful when she knows the girl that I'm with. I've had.
Well, at least we got one decent guy on here.
I mean,
I knew he was gonna
Listen,
say it.
listen,
I knew he
I've
was gonna
had-
say it.
Now listen. I've
Okay.
had girls know the girl that I'm dating, and they still, try to fuck on me. They didn't care.
Is that wrong, Miss Cat? Hold on, Tremaine. Is that wrong, Miss Cat? Is that
Yeah,
wrong?
it is, because that for a man, that should show you the character of that person. If she's doing that to you and doing that to some woman, why would anyone who, what's the saying? Anyone who sins with you will sin against you.
Miss Cat, why can't he just be a magnet, a female?
No,
magnet?
why can't he just be honorable and say, you know what, I'ma not do this to my girl because my girl didn't deserve you to.
he
They're
did.
not married.
Yes,
If
he's a-
they're not, wait, Miss Cat. If
Girl.
if
You don't gotta be
Tremaine is
married
not
to be a good,
married,
faithful guy.
no,
You gave
Miss
her
Cat.
a
If Tremaine is not married to her, he's free to roam the country. He
If
can do
he's
whatever the fuck
dating-
he's want.
Date.
That's not true either.
and-
Once you
and
make a
he's-
commitment to somebody, you're not free to roam the country.
So, Miss
You're
Cat,
not
is
check
he
this
wrong?
shit.
Is he in the wrong for being a sex magnet, a chick magnet? He
Well,
wrong.
I'm just saying, if you're committed to someone. Now, if you ain't committed to someone and you just bouncing around from house to house, good luck and wrap it up. That's all I can
Miss
say.
Cat, Miss Cat. So let's say this is not facts. Let's say he been married for 10 years and this nigga is a female magnet. So he it's like he in the wrong for that? It's just a yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my next question. So you telling me that this man is wrong for being handsome?
No, I'm not. We ain't talking about what he looks like. We're saying if he indulges in saying,
I don't
saying,
think,
"Ooh,
I
I'm
don't,
gonna
I
take
don't
you for
think
my woman."
females are attracted to an ugly dude. So if
Yeah.
they're attracted to him, you saying he wrong for being a chick magnet. So I'm thinking, so he wrong for being handsome.
No, you're not wrong for looking good, smelling good, being good. You don't
That attract a
become
lot of women.
wrong until
So-
you know
That
are
attract a lot of
enjoying
women.
it and you're participating in the attention you're getting, because you should be
But still,
mature enough to be like, hey, I know I look good, but I'm taken. And you should be proudly saying that.
that's fine and dandy, but he wrong just be having a chick magnet. He can say all that and all that, but he's still wrong because his bitches on his.
He's not wrong for some girl coming up to him, but he shouldn't even have himself available to a woman to come up to him and be disrespectful. Like, he should carry himself in a way where a woman would feel uncomfortable doing that.
If he's
So-
married. If he's
so-
married.
Okay.
If he's married, he said he was married. If he was married,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I'm just.
you shouldn't
I'm
be
just
carrying
trying to
yourself
feel
that way
out.
where a woman feels comfortable even coming up to you saying that.
But
No, you say
it's
you gotta say comfortable. You could entertaining. Entertaining.
hey,
Yeah, you
I
entertain.
think any human
You're
can
an
walk
adult.
up to any human at any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight is an entertainer. He ain't all out there slinging his thing around talking about, hey, come touch me. Come touch
That's
me.
gonna- He has security. He has security that prevents him from doing that.
And I love me some Brian McKnight.
Hey, you
But-
know, 'cause, hey, I'm telling you, if you dating Brian McKnight, you better understand you got some body
So,
on that
Miss
dick.
Cat, are you wrong for
Tell
that? Are you wrong for that?
Who, me?
Yeah. Are you wrong for that?
For what?
You just said I love me some Brian McKnight.
Oh, I
Are
do.
you
I
wrong-
love him, but I would never
are-
disrespect his wife or his
are you-
marriage.
are you-
Like, I'm not going to go up to him and be like,
Right.
you know, Brian, I'll take you
Right.
away from that little girl.
Right.
No,
Right.
I'm going to be like, hey, you
Just
did a
like
great
come
job.
out
I
with
love
that
your
chest,
work,
get
and
out,
I'm
get
going to
this
keep it
thing and
pushing.
it's over with. Miss Cat, like, yes. all
Yo,
love.
Tremaine,
Yes, sir.
have you been through this type of experience? What was that like with you? Like, you know, give us some real life experience.
What? Bro, he took one of mine. Nigga, what you talking about?
You talking about Christian?
Yeah, see?
Man.
Yeah, I think yo, bitch.
Yeah.
When I was 25 years old, I was dating this girl named Victoria. She was always open to having sex in front of her friends. So I used to always tell her, do not let your friends see what I have between my legs, because they gonna want me. Oh, those are my friends. They're not gonna want you. And one day, one of her homegirls came at me and was like, she wanted to give me some dome, and it happened. So
You dirty dog. I love it.
I was young. I was 25, dog. I was
Of course,
25.
and that's what I say. That's why I'm like, when I preach to like Miss Cat, and I say like, yo, when you're young, all that shit goes out the window. It goes out the window. Like,
Right.
It really does. Like, even the best person that grew up in the best church, got the best lessons, the best parents, all that stuff, mediocre parents. I don't care for what level you bring to that. Your horniness of a young person just does not compare to the lesson. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Now, there's some people that just are not as horny or just not as sexual curious as the next. But for the most part, she. Hey, look, you trying to get nuts and butts on this, on that. You trying to put it on you trying to put it in the toilet paper, you trying to put it here, the paper towel, the sleeve, all this, the car, the roller coaster. You are trying to experience it all when you're young. And that's just what it
Right.
I
is.
understand. I get it. Here's the thing. It's okay to explore your body and be comfortable with your body, but when you are potentially harming someone else's health and your own, that's when you've got to have some kind of self-control. Go to the
Sure.
bathroom, handle your business, so be it. But when you're bouncing from one person to another, you're affecting your health and that person's health. And that's
That's
where
a
you have to say,
contradiction.
okay, wait a minute, I got to have self-control here.
And I get what you're saying, and that's being politically correct, and I get that, I understand that. But you're a Bible woman, you're a woman of
You
God.
ain't got to be a Bible woman. You just got to have some doggone morals.
But I understand.
and
I understand.
self-control.
But when does the morals contradict the Bible, because in the Bible, you're not a man is not supposed to waste his seed. He's not supposed to jack off.
Well,
A
the
man
Bible
is
is
not
hold
supposed
on. The Bible is silent on certain things, and so that's where I would be silent on that because
Okay.
those things aren't no
I can respect that. I can respect
certain things aren't discussed in the Bible, right? So
right. I can respect that. I can respect that. I was trying to figure out where you come. Like, yo, okay, because as young dudes, we like, yeah, like when the first time we jacked off and whatever, we're like, oh shit. After that, it was like, yo, and we felt pussy for the first time. It was a wrap. It was like, oh look, oh, this girl's not wanting to. Oh, but this girl is. Oh, now her homegirls. Oh, blah blah blah. So when we get that kind of attention, like Biz, we had this whole episode about men not getting attention. Y'all think a lot of men out here is hoes, which they are, but there is 36% of men that don't even get touched. That's a big percentage. That's a big percentage of
and those
men.
are the safe ones. They're probably not as fun and vibrant, but
No,
they're probably going to be home every night and take care of you when you're sick.
No, they won't, because they're you know what they're doing? They're playing video games. They're stuck
That
in
doesn't
there.
mean they're not going to be there for you when you're sick. They already home watching video games. Why not?
You're Jeffrey Dahmers.
No, I don't know about no Jeffrey
Still at
Dahmer.
home with Dahmer.
I'm just saying.
I believe there's men out there who have self-control. So
There is,
That's right.
and there is, and
That's
I had to
growth.
learn.
It was a growth process, but
Right, Smooth, talk that shit, because it was a growth process. Even for me, living in the house full of all women, I had to learn a growth process. I was like, yo, like at some point, I'm like, I knew not to sick my dick. Trust me, I've been raped by women before. I know it's hard to hear. I've been raped by women. Niggas
so
be
they
like,
made you hit it up.
no, I was asleep and they fucking and they got on my shit and did whatever they did. That's rape, is it not? Is it not?
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, if you got it, that side is
Yeah,
rape.
right.
It ain't rape if you got it up
Without
and
your
was
consent, yes, sir.
pumping
Right.
and whatever. Now,
Because
if
if
they did it from
I
your
was
boot
fucking on a
hole,
girl while she was
yeah,
asleep,
that's
that's rape. That's rape. While she was asleep, I'm sitting there. Yeah, that's rape.
you can't do much with a sleepy power tool.
That's right.
No, I don't think you're gonna say I was young. My age.
Well, you said you were asleep, so that means everything was sleep.
No, that
Hell
don't know.
no. Well, we wake
Then
up.
you wasn't raped then.
What you mean?
Oh my god, I can't believe you just said that.
You could have been like, "Hey, I'm up. Get off."
I did. I did do that. But after I was coherent, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Boo! I do not believe this story at all. Now, if you would have told me you were tied up and they were sticking something in your booty, and you was like, "Oh, what's going on?" Okay, then that's right.
I can tell you this wholeheartedly.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
That happened to me.
Wow.
Twice. That happened to me twice. And you see how fucked up the flip flop of the
I
side.
ain't never heard Miss Cat talk about nothing like that come out.
What is life?
That you don't believe me?
I'm just saying Miss Cat ain't never talked like that before.
Well, I'm just saying that's rape. Rape is when you don't have any control.
No, you said something about playing with some wenches. You didn't say none of that.
Well, I'm just saying if you don't have control and someone ties you up and you're okay, but like if you
That's
there,
not-
you willingly, you just laying there like, oh, cool.
But
That's
why
not.
the wenches gotta be
If
involved?
I go to sleep, and the last thing I said to you, Miss Cat, the last thing I said to you was like, hey man, yeah, we'll go function later on and blah blah blah. And then I pass out, and then next thing you know, my pants is down and you riding my dick. That's not rape.
I'm just trying to figure out how they were able to do that and how everything was awake.
It don't matter. It doesn't
It's
matter.
not- He was
How
a
was
little
everything
nigga.
awake
Miss
if
Cat,
you're
he was
not?
a little nigga. Get the adult shit
allowed?
out your head. He was a little
Right.
nigga.
I was
Get
young.
the adult shit
I
out
was
your
young.
head, Miss Cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a little nigga.
Passed out. You got my dick hard. However you did that, I don't fucking know. And then you got on it and inserted it, and then you're like,
Okay.
"Ooh." And then I woke up and was like, what the fuck? And then that's not rape.
Right.
Hey man, change man. Moving on.
Roll the next tape.
I do it.
My nigga noticed.
That's real shit.
He is like confirming that, like I was a victim.
No, because you know what is personal to me, because every woman does that same thing. They be like, I don't believe that. I'm like, the fuck you
Because
mean?
it doesn't make any
Hey, I
sense.
believe you, bro.
It's just like it's just like, yo, if I'm fucking on you while your shit sleep and your shit get wet, like what the fuck does it matter?
Oh man, all men that snuck some coochie before.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
that's not the same as actually
No,
someone
I'm
actually
talking
aggressively
I'm
taking
talking about like taking it like she's not giving her consent. That's what I'm talking about. Did we play this one?
Well, the second one I don't agree with, the whole not touching you and stuff. Because you can like somebody and you just don't want them touching you because you just got out of another relationship or you're not that comfortable with him yet. Because I mean, I know I don't want anybody just touching on me and stuff. Like you ain't hold my hand if this is like my third or fourth date. I don't know you. You're not going to be out in public holding my hand. Like that's not going to happen until you graduated to, okay, I can hold your hand out in public. That doesn't mean I don't like you. It's just,
So when do you become comfortable?
Once you realize like, okay, this person has potential, like to be in my life, like he's somebody I'd be proud of. I could take this person to my family and be like, this is my boyfriend or this is my, whatever. Until then, you don't need to be rubbed up on me and especially out in public. No, because that gives people the wrong impression that, we together and we're not, right?
Miss Cat, you believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
You hold hands.
Huh? I do, because certain people you meet, you're just like you instantly can connect, and then some other people you're like, I got to get to know this person because I don't know, you know what I mean? And you do become friends before But number one, if someone keeps canceling on you, yeah, she's not feeling you. That was the only thing that was on there that was definitely right. The other stuff
She was speaking facts.
It depends on the situation.
She was speaking facts.
Jermaine, hey, do you have those? Have you had those experiences?
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty sure
you have to go through all that.
I have. I have.
What, with girls counseling on you?
I'm about to tell you. So there was a girl that I think Josh knows. I know the other homie know. King knows.
No governments on here. It's always.
I'm not gonna say her name.
No, it's smooth. No, yeah.
All right, my bad. Smooth. Yeah, me and her, we went on a red carpet event. This was back in May, and we've always had a connection. And I was like, "What's up?" And she kind of was just like, she didn't trust niggas and whatnot. And I'm like, "I feel you." And I don't know. I guess she was used to a certain type of guy. Like she kept telling me she was feeling me and she was attracted to me, but it just never went anywhere. So I don't know. So she put me in the friend zone.
Don't you hate that? Where a girl tells you, "I'm feeling you." Oh, I like
her.
And it just doesn't go. There was a one chick, can't remember her name, but she lived in San Francisco. And we used to smash all the time, but she would never make me her boyfriend. I was like, and me at the time, I was like, yo, like you it. Oh, Dominique. But she was Hispanic. And I was like, yo, like she went to Fresno. She went to Fresno State, all this stuff. And I used to visit her at college, and we would like jackrabbits all the time. And it was good, but we would go out to breakfast and lunch, but she would never make me her boyfriend. She did.
Why? You know why? Because you was the side guy. Like, just get over it. Like, you're a black man. She heard about how y'all supposed to be all this and that, and you was the side guy. That's
okay.
it.
I'm cool with that. But at the time,
you weren't cool with it at the time.
I just didn't know I was a side guy. I couldn't understand. Because you have to understand. Like, Kat, you're saying that to me now. For me to hear that from you, I can understand that. Tell that to the
19-year-old. If you sleep with a woman, right? If you sleep with a woman, let's say multiple times, and she does not want to commit to you, you better believe you're not it. Like, that's it. Because women don't just naturally go, oh, let me just sleep around with everybody. No, you just that's all you are to them.
Right. But I'm saying to all my fellows up, I didn't fucking know that. I didn't realize that. I was like, Kat is right. She's right. I was a side guy. Fucking right. And then even today, like
Chase was like, yeah, sorry.
even today, you're punching my pride. I'm like, I want to just punch you through the screen because I'm like, yo, you're punching my pride. I'm like, oh shit, no, I was it.
It's just
I
true,
was it
though.
for her. And I was like, well, whatever. And but she in them. This is what she told me of why I could. I was like, yo, what? Because I'm giving it to you real. I'm telling her all the time, like, yo, what? Why we can't be an item? And she was like, my parents would never approve of me. And I think that was part of it, even though.
Was she another race?
Yes.
She was Hispanic.
She was Hispanic?
Yeah. She was Latino.
A lot of the Hispanic fathers don't want them being with black men.
I know, but at the same time, Kat is right. She probably did have another dude because
she was experimenting because she was like, oh, he's black, and I heard this pack.
I was just a dude that was knocking it down right. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. Like, she like, oh, this nigga gets it done. But hey, you know, whatever.
Imagine that maybe she was just loose.
Huh? No,
maybe multiple guys were doing it right, and she's just a loose person.
She wasn't that type of female. She literally, when I say all that to say this, because she wasn't that type of female.
She was sleeping with you, and you wasn't her main guy, so she is that kind of girl.
No, I don't think you understand.
You were just in denial.
I don't think you understand who I was, man. Like
we understand who you think you were, but we're telling you. We're telling you, she's telling you, you ain't that guy. Like you,
I was. All right. Okay.
Go ahead, big dog. I believe you. Go ahead.
But on some real shit though, a lot of Hispanic fathers do not like to see their daughters with black men. Real shit. I'm telling you. I mean, he could have been the side dude, but sometimes I'm letting you know. Like sometimes that's the case. I've been with a couple of Hispanic girls, and they told me my dad would not approve. My family would not approve. They want to see them with their own kind.
I never met her parents, and
I'm not mad at that.
For like 2 or 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and it's just
that's the reason why, bro. I'm telling you,
crazy.
Their parents don't approve of them being with a black man because a lot of it might have changed now, but back then they used to always say, can the black guy hold the job? Can he hold a job or whatever? Is he gonna take care of you if you have the baby? I'm telling you, bro.
Is he another hip hop artist? And then
right.
Oh, yo, I do music. They go.
Is he gonna protect you? Is he gonna stay out of jail? Like that type of shit, man.
They like, oh hell no, wrong job. Get out of here, run right now.
Right. Yeah. So I get it, but that's how it was for me. You know what I mean? But for all my other floozies, it was Floozyville. That's what it was. You know what I mean? I get it.
Floozyville.
It was Floozyville. Yeah. You like that? You like that smooth?
My mic's supposed to be muted. I'm over here thinking of shit.
Hey, you straight up, man. Yeah, you straight. We're gonna get to the next video though. Thank y'all for tuning into Gasmasktribe podcast where we filter out that bull. I want to thank Jermaine Gunn. I'm gonna call you T Gunn, man. Cat always showing up. Smooth always being there because we filter out the bullshit when it comes down to these life journeys. Because sometimes she may not be into you, and we don't know why. So we're gonna figure that out.
All right, so we got the top 3 signs she don't want you. If she doing these things, bro, I got some tough news for you, man. Number 1, she never initiate convo, bro. If you always got to text her first, like, hey, how you doing? What's up with you? She don't want you, bro. Because a girl that's interested into you, she going to want to text you. And you can't say she don't like to talk because they be sitting on the phone with their homegirls for hours, bro. Anyways, man, we got number 2. Sorry, I was busy. Man, if she always claiming she busy, bro, she obviously don't want you, bro. Because a girl be on their phone 24/7. Ain't one girl who don't got their phone, don't check their phone at least 2 hours a day. You feel me? Or if y'all ever made plans to hang out something, she always hit you with the, oh, something came up, this and that, bro. She don't want you, bro, for real. I'm trying to say, not forget your little feelings hurt. And number 3, man, I cannot stress this one enough. If she always come to you about your problems, she don't see you as nothing else but a friend. Because think about it. Say you got a crush, right? You're gonna be trying to make yourself look as good as possible in front of her. Girls the same way. So if she doing this, bro, you probably just a vent. Straight up. Life for part 2.
Facts.
No, that's not facts. He
And
said,
then-
if a girl,
Hey,
I'm a
listen,
woman. He said, if a girl does not initiate texting you, she doesn't like you. That is not true. Sometimes we just want to be pursued,
It's
or
facts.
we're
Facts.
upset with you. And that's why we're not texting. We'll go through like, okay, we won't text because we're upset, or we just want to be sure you're
Okay,
pursuing.
cat,
Now,
cat. Bring it down from a woman's standpoint to what these girls are sometimes idolizing women over and what they think about. Because some of these girls, in real talk, they don't think like women. Even some of these girls that are women don't think like women.
It's a
So,
grown.
the only thing that he said that's facts is if a woman keeps flaking on you. Because if she's like, oh, if you say, oh, let's go do this, and she's like, oh no, I can't, that's everybody should know that. Like, she don't want to be with you. Now, if she's just your friend, those are the best people to date because you get to really know them. But if you want to find out if she likes you, say a girl's putting you in friend zone, and if you want to find out if she likes you, just tell her, hey, make plans or whatever with her, and then go, hey, I have a date tonight, so I'm not going to be able to hang out with you, blah, 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 and then see how she acts. If she don't call you for weeks, or if she acts kind of different or whatever, it's because she likes you. If she doesn't like you, she's gonna be like, oh, you are? What's her name? And she'll do all that stuff, and you'll be like, what? That's how you'll know. So you don't need all that other stuff they're talking about. Friends are good. There's nothing wrong with a woman being a friend with you. If you want to find out if she likes you, just go on a date and tell her, hey, I'm going on a date. I'm at the break our plans or whatever we had tonight because I have a plans, I'm going out with so-and-so, and see how she acts. That's how you know if she likes you or not. And then you proceed with caution depending on how she responds.
You know what, Kat? I love your response because that's how I would like to live in a perfect world. I would like to live that way. I'm
giving you the tools. It's just use them. If you are in a position like that, not you, but the man is in a position like that, that's how you test it. Period. Just be like, hey, make plans with her, and then be like, hey, I can't go, whatever you guys are doing or whatever. Be like, no, I can't because I have a date tonight. I'm going out with so and so, and see how she responds.
All right, let me give you an example there. Let me give you an example of your women and girls that you're talking about because I've dated both. I sit there and I court, right? Women, when you said women want to be courted, they want to be chased. Okay, hey, this and that. I'm picking you up at 7, blah, blah, blah. You already agreed to the date. Dinner, all that. We have a nice time. You're even laughing. You're having a good time. You don't put out, right? Don't put out. You don't put out and all this other shit. Now, I know what you're going to say because you're going to say, if it didn't go, all this happened, I spent all this money, this and that, and third, that if I got this far and she didn't, there was something that she felt that was on there that I wasn't the right guy. But what happens to a guy that actually did all of those things that you said and did not get the second date?
Well, okay, if it's your first date, my thing is, why are you spending all that money? We talked about this months ago about how to vet people. The first date shouldn't be all that money. It should be like, hey, let's go to Starbucks. Let's take a walk in the park. Yeah, you meet up and say, hey, let's meet up at Starbucks. You get to know the person, and you shouldn't have the first date at like 7 o'clock. Why not say, hey, let's meet Saturday at 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
If I move like you, like a man, I would never get pussy.
Yeah, you would. Listen, once you realize what kind of woman you have, you can get anything you want out of a woman. That's the power of being with a woman. You can maximize your woman by how you treat her. That's it. Women will fall for whatever and do whatever and be submissive when you know how to treat her. But going spending all this money on a first date, that's stupid to me.
Assholes, they can turn into good boys and good guys. That's all. That's what it is. They like assholes. They can be like, yo, what? He's a project. if I can turn him, that's their thing. That's what women, not you, Kat, but most women is like, oh, he's a bad boy. Let me see if I can make him a husband.
Yeah,
That's
but we
what
weren't
they
talking
want
about
to
that. We
do.
were talking about a first date, and I'm saying don't spend a whole bunch of money. You shouldn't be trying to impress her. You should be trying to get to know her
I said the
to
first
see
date.
if you
Pat.
want
That's
to
right,
see if
Pat.
she's worthy of
Yeah.
an expensive dinner.
I
Do you
said
see what I'm saying?
because
She needs
nice
to be
guys
worthy
finish
of an
last.
expensive
Do
dinner.
you know how many times nice guys finish last?
You're
Nice
not
guys
listening. Nice guys can finish first if they
Kat,
date
you know what
smart.
she did? You
You
know what
meet up at a place
she
where
Kat,
it's an intimate situation that don't cost you a lot of money and you get to know her. And if you find that, hey, we're gelling well, then she deserves for you to spend a lot of money.
man, Kat, you know what that chick did? She left with get to know me and go fuck Sam, Dick, and Dom. Then
Why do you care?
that's it. I should because if I'm the nice guy and she going leaving me from doing the nice things to go fuck whoever she
You
fucked.
understand that rejection is direction?
Direction to dick, more dick. What the fuck? I don't understand that.
Rejection is direction, meaning
So her
why
getting
you
more
so
dick.
don't be so thirsty to get booty, right?
No, it's not about
Your life up so that you get the one that you really want, who deserves you and you deserve them. Like that's just, I mean, that's not an age thing, that's just a maturity thing. Like, why would you, as a man, why would you go wasting money on women that's not worth your money that's being spent?
Look, I got a nephew, right? Basically contestant. We had a show. Got a nephew. He knew this girl, and he spent am I wrong? He said in it out of his mouth, I spent $400 or $500 just because I knew I can do it.
Check this out.
But that's stupidity.
Notice. You haven't added first. You know you gotta give them the credit first. He did everything that Kat's talking about and still got fucked.
I did. I said that. I said nice guys.
He did everything Kat's talking about and still got fucked.
And still get fucked
Right.
over. What about that? What happens?
That's majority of men. That's majority
Exactly.
of men. Most women use a man for a fucking ticket on the fucking dinner. They ain't getting no food, so they go out. That's a free meal to them. You know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, there's more dudes that's waking up. I'm not trying to make this a battle of the sexes type deal, but I'm, you know what I mean, like, listening to y'all back and forth, like, I hear you, Kat. Like, yeah, you right. But I can do everything that you're saying, and I would probably still, if I didn't have no aggression, probably still wouldn't get no. Like, most, like, I'm telling you, like, if I didn't have any boldness to be able to just go up and just talk to a woman and like get like, cool, I could talk to 10 women, but I probably only get maybe 4. You get what I mean? But a woman can talk to 10 dudes and get all 9. You know what I mean? It's a total different ratio. And I think women don't see that. It's easier for a woman to be with a guy than it is for a guy to be with a woman.
So then if you guys know that, I'm glad you said that. If you know it's easier for a woman to be with a guy than it is for a man to be with a woman, then you should choose wisely. You don't just go randomly choosing whatever, randomly rushing into whatever just to get some booty. You should vet the person that you are considering dating. Now, if you just trying to get some booty, then yeah, go spend your money on dinner and hope that you catch a hoe. But if you want to keep her, because that's just what it is. You're basically trading. Oh, I'm gonna buy her address to get some booty. You're prostituting her, and she's pimping you out. Like it's just the same thing. But if you're trying to find quality women, you've got to change the way you do things.
Marriage is prostitution.
I tell you this.
Marriage is prostitution.
We go back. I don't want to keep this going, but we go
buy her things so you can get some more pussy in the long run.
No, marriage is a covenant. Let's not dumb it down to no prostitution.
To yourself,
we got it.
You're paying for pussy.
No, you own it.
What they say, the wedding is for the woman, the marriage is for the man.
You own it, and then you're just, putting seeds on the grass here and there.
The wedding is for the woman. I'm gonna tell y'all, the wedding is for the woman. The marriage is for the man. But they won't tell y'all that. Gang.
It's supposed to be, but whatever.
I can understand where you're coming from with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it's supposed to be, but it's not.
But most of these niggas be turning out beta.
These are signs she may be losing feelings for you. Part 1. This video may not relate to you, but if it does, like and comment for part 2. Coming in at number 1. If a girl tells you her phone died, girls would rather die than have their own phones die. Like, girls charge their phones constantly to make sure they can be able to be on their phones. I mean, I could be wrong, but most girls do. Coming in at number 2. If she tells you she's busy every single day and does not try to make plans with you anymore, that is another big no. Girls that like you will do anything in their power to try and make plans with you. Like, all jokes aside, if she really likes you, she's gonna make plans with you. And coming in at number 3, if she starts ignoring your calls, texts, FaceTimes, or just leaves you undelivered or read, that is another major sign that a girl is losing feelings for you, because, like I said before, girls are most likely always on their phones and will always take time out of their day just to talk to you.
Now, I sworn by, I shouldn't say that, but I'm pretty sure I was watching a couple of the other ones backstage, and I noticed that a couple other videos said the same thing. The phone.
Ignoring you and canceling stuff. Yes, because it's the truth. If someone's canceling stuff on you and ignoring you all the time, they're moving on with their life.
Now check. If the next couple of videos say the same thing, you can't say that that's wrong. Because I hear people always like debunk, oh no, that's wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. Right? But when I hear things over and over and over and over and over, I tend to just like, you know what? That gotta be fucking true.
Well, I told you on the last two, the only two that was right was the canceling all the time and ignoring you. Like, those are signs, but those other things aren't true, but those two were.
I want to ask Trey Guns.
Yeah.
From your experience, have you ever been shunned like that?
Yeah. It was weird because, like, when I would text her or call her, she would never respond, but then she would always hit me up on social media. That was weird.
Really?
I didn't understand that.
Well, she wanted you to like more photos or some shit. What?
No,
I don't know. I think she was involved with somebody else.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm hitting you up on your cell phone to get to know you and see what you're about, and then you hit me up on social media like, "What's up?" She had a nigga, and she didn't want to get caught up. That's just, it is what it is.
By her nigga or you?
I guess, I don't know. Because, I mean, females be lying too, talking about they don't have a dude, and they do. Maybe her dude wasn't acting right, and she's trying to see what I was about.
So
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy. There are a lot of women that do that. I ain't gonna sit here and put an ethnic group on it because I know how that's gonna get. Oh, bitch! No, I ain't doing that. But I'll say this: there are a lot of women that always keep options.
Oh yeah,
they believe in keeping options.
Hmm. All races do that.
Or there's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that also be in relationships and they'll let another dude take them out. Now, is that considered cheating?
Yeah.
But they won't give them nothing. They'll let the dude take them out.
That's big time cheating. Like, oh fuck, motherfucker, you mine, nigga. You got my last name. What the fuck is you doing out there? There's no. Then nigga, get rid of my fucking last name. Get the fuck on. You know what I mean?
Yes, but here's the crazy thing about it is that when you see a woman doing that, she's probably already like clocked out, like she's gone.
So you're saying that it started good, but then She just
No, I'm
got
saying
bored
once
of
a
it.
woman is like realized like, oh, this relationship's over, that's usually when they start doing that. Most women aren't going to do stuff like that if they still want the relationship, whereas men will do it and they have no intentions on leaving the relationship ever. They just
Okay,
don't.
so you saying men will be more often to do this than women would? You saying?
No, not more often. They'll do it, but they have no intentions on leaving their relationship. They're just like, hey, I was bored. I want to go out with this other girl and hang out, but they don't have any intentions on leaving the other one. Whereas a woman's like, I'm done with him. This is over. Like, if the dude called her up and was like, oh, this, and she'd be like, oh, well, we're done, Tyrone, bye. You know what I mean? She's already clocked out because most women aren't going to do that if their heart is still with you. They're just not.
I know a couple of women who will.
So I
Trust.
was never with you from the first.
It's not very often you see that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Most women just don't.
I like to tell men, get with a woman that's more into you than the other way around, because it's more easy to be sustainable. It's more longer. It's more easier to work with, and then you guys will learn throughout that outcome what works for you guys, whatever. But I be seeing these dudes out here be hunting. They be like, "Hey, yo, ma, let me get that." You know what I mean? And they be like, ugh, right? And so I get that. I understand that whole thing, right? So let me give y'all that credit. On the flip side, there's a lot of women out here could be married and they choose not to. Like it ain't enough dudes out here that's like want to be good dudes. You know the craziest thing I heard? Like some black chick was like, "They're not, black guys don't like us, boom woo." And I'm like, no, we want to marry y'all, we do. It's just that like most motherfuckers grew up and they not the confrontation. Most niggas ain't really trying to go through the confrontation part. They just rather deal with, here, honey. You know what I mean? Like here, Beth. You know what I mean? And I'm being like very frank and blunt, but like when you look at that, it's like damn. So I don't know. Her not answering her phone. You know what I mean? Her not doing the things that like to show that attraction. I don't know. I think a lot of dudes been played like that though. Tremaine, have you been played like that?
As far as what?
As far as being played like earlier, like you were just saying how like she would hit you up on social media, but she wouldn't hit you up.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's happened a couple of times. Yeah, and I just I just stopped hitting her up. Like I finally got the picture. Like, all right, she not really into me like that, And I dipped and started talking to somebody else.
Are you looking to like marry someone one day?
Yeah, absolutely. I want kids. I don't have any kids yet. I believe I deserve a good woman. Absolutely. I mean, I almost got married a couple of years ago, so that didn't work out. And now I'm just like, now that I healed from that, because I feel like every person that gets hurt, or if they in a long relationship and they finally get out of it, that you got to do some healing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I definitely healed from that, and now I'm just like, all right, ready to get back out there.
I
I'm
totally
actually
hear you.
dating somebody right now. She actually just met my family. So
How old is she?
35, same age as me.
Shit. Run, not play.
She has no kids, just like me. We actually went to high school together.
She has no kids. She's 35 with no kids.
Yeah,
See, all these guys on here believe that everybody
Oh
got
my
15
God.
kids and
she
Something's
has no
wrong.
kids.
Something's.
We went to high school together.
I'm
where
messing
this
with
guy
you.
said
She's
marriage ain't for men
35 with
nowadays.
huh?
Did you see somebody said marriage ain't for men nowadays? What?
That's true. It ain't. It's really ain't. You
For
know what I
men and
mean?
women.
Nah, it's not. I played a video, I think last week, and it was talking about how men don't see the benefits of marriage like women do, and how it was a crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, your situation may be different, but on a general scale, it's not like it's pretty foul. But 35 with no kids.
Yeah,
Has she had sex before?
Oh my gosh! Don't answer any of his questions.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying, like,
when I talked to her about the kids
Don't
part,
be telling her business.
she said she never really wanted kids. You know what I'm saying? And now
Oh,
she, now that we're dating, she's open to it.
well, be careful.
I don't know. I would be messy right now. Hold on. I gotta
You
be
just said
devil's
you want
advocate.
kids. So you have to be careful when a woman says she doesn't want any.
No, I'm
mean,
talking about she didn't want kids in the beginning.
Yeah,
I
before
met a
you
couple of
told
girls
her,
who don't want kids. They just want to get married. They don't want any kids.
would you be happy with that?
Nah, that's why I would be with them.
Yeah.
I want kids.
What's their purpose? Like,
What?
women have purpose. Women have purpose. And part of your purpose is having kids. It's part of it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And whether you hear that or not, that's the truth.
Radio podcast. We gotta connect. I wanted to connect with you guys. Yeah, let's connect after this though. Yeah. Like a man would get, like, he wants to get married to prolong his legacy and have, like, that's the biggest honor a woman can give a man. It's like kids,
Right.
So it's like the fact that, you're 35 and you didn't want kids, and then now we're together or we chilling, we hanging, now you kind of want kids. It's just it's something there. Like I'm kind of with you, Miss Cat. Like, I don't know. I'm with you, Miss Cat. Like on this one, like I don't know.
Because her initial answer to you is her true. You know what I mean? So don't ignore that. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
mean,
marry her and then she tell you, well, I really didn't want it. I said that because you. I'll just have one, and then you'll be miserable.
there's some people who don't want kids. I mean, it just.
Yeah.
I think some people just feel like they don't want to be a parent. They don't want that responsibility. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that I've met. They feel like they're barely responsible for themselves. So why would they bring somebody else into the world to be responsible for? And I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad about that. Just make sure your goals are the same. Because, like, I don't care if people want to have kids or not. Just make sure your goals are the same. Because that's a horrible situation.
Right.
To be wanting to have a basketball team and this person don't want to have any, and then you're stuck.
One question: Is she?
You shouldn't be dating anybody if you're not ready for anything. If you're not ready for kids or this and that, you shouldn't even be dating.
No, some people don't want to have kids. They want to be married. They just don't want to have kids. There's nothing wrong with that. They just have to find
They just have to find a partner who wants the same things they want.
That's right.
Because if one person doesn't want kids and another person does,
that's a
it's
problem.
not gonna work. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So I want to ask,
what type of person wants to get with somebody, make with somebody, and doesn't want to procreate?
A lot of people.
There's a lot of people that.
I mean, look at Jeezy and his current wife. She didn't want kids until she got with Jeezy. I think it just depends on the person that you're with.
No.
Jennifer Aniston.
Hold on. No, he said Jeezy and his wife. Still, you're still saying at some point they want to procreate.
No. Jennifer married Brad Pitt and she never wanted having kids and she never did. And she loved Brad to death.
That is true.
She didn't want to come out of her body.
No, she didn't want any kids because she had enough money to have somebody else have her babies. Some people just don't want kids. They don't want the responsibility. Or maybe they had a bad childhood and they just don't want to.
It doesn't matter.
Or maybe they're afraid that they're gonna mess up in some kind of way.
I would say this, and it's not like, but it's just kind of like a caveat. In Hollywood, there's a lot of people that's together and don't have kids.
Yeah,
I'd be so surprised.
That's still having kids. If you
adopt,
no, he's saying they don't have kids.
They don't have kids.
Okay, great. You didn't have your lineage, but whatever fuck reason you have for that, that's a fuck reason to me. Nevertheless,
they got their career. They got, they got.
That's
all
not a
this
good.
shit
That's not a good example. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is not a good example because
it's kind of. You're right. But like, think about the people in Hollywood. These people are shooting like maybe 4 to 5 movies a year, like, and you're probably on set for 3 to 6 months on each fucking movie, if that. You know what I mean? So you kind of really have slim to none time to really take care of a child in the sense of that. You know what I mean?
Not the right way.
Not the right way. Yeah, not the right way. You know
why do it?
Like, I know a couple who adopted a pet and they think they're, that's their kid.
A lot of people do that.
They adopt pets together,
Mm.
and I mean, I don't get that, but I mean, each his own, you know.
I think pets are good examples of if you want to do the kid thing.
So, I mean, notice. I mean, you go ahead. I was trying to think of the question I was going to ask.
I'm just saying, am I the only one that's lost in that conversation? If you don't want to have kids, don't have them. Fine.
Right.
Fine. Don't adopt. Don't nothing. Be alone, motherfucker. Because or be
You
alone.
ain't gotta be alone.
But nines, I never met anybody that wants to be with somebody and they both don't want to have kids. I never met that. I
have. My godparents were married for 59 years and they never had one kid. They had a dog named Jock.
But if you have a dog, it's the same. All right.
Well, no, I'm just saying they never had kids. She did not want to have kids, and they had a loving relationship for 59 years.
Why did they not want to have kids?
I don't know.
There's only a couple reasons why I was like, I don't want to bring them up in this world.
No, she just wasn't. I don't know.
I can understand that. Like, give me a lot. If they gave me a logical reason, like I don't like the way this world is. I don't want my lineage growing up in this fucking shit.
People are just selfish, and they're like, hey, I just don't want to have kids. It just doesn't.
They have fucked up history, and they have fucked up DNA.
No, they don't. They just don't want to have the same things you want.
There was a girl that I met one time. She said she didn't want to give up her freedom.
Yep.
She didn't want to give up her freedom. She didn't want to have to be able to take care of nobody but herself. She said that the child would have to come first, and she didn't want to put nobody else before herself.
On top of that, notice you read the statistics on the abortion rate.
Exactly. That's why I'd rather somebody not have kids than to bring in a kid and treat the kid crappy, and then we got all these messed up kids running around.
Hello.
And I mean messed up kids because their parents didn't want them, and it's just not good.
And all we're doing is advocating for fuckery of sex. That's all we're doing.
We're advocating for people to be happy with whatever situation they put themselves in.
No, we're talking to Tremaine Gunn about his experience in this issue.
Oh, that's right.
We're just filtering out.
Yeah. All right.
Just be careful. Like that's it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Cupid Amore says healing is a must. Once you do that, the doors open up. Tremaine, enjoy her. She's rare.
Exactly. I don't judge anybody who don't have kids at this age. I think taking your time is the best thing. Taking time is the best thing. And then now these days, I mean, it's a lot of 40-something-year-olds who having kids.
Look at that up there. That's so mean.
UK said her pussy have been for
That's so mean. Notice is like, I don't want to say nothing. Oh man,
that's how I look. I didn't want
that's
to say
so
that.
not true. Some people just choose not to mess with their life.
Cold. That's a bold statement, UK.
Damn, UK.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Pretty right on point. Don't miss. Haven't missed yet. Nyla Miller says there are ninjas that say they want the family but don't want to be a parent. I think cats who say that they don't want to be with the chick.
I agree.
That's bluntly what they say. They just don't want to say it because men feel like women can't take the full truth.
At some point,
we said it. Like if we said what we really wanted to say was on our mind, y'all would fucking hate us. Y'all would be like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate you." But that's you're right though. Like, yeah, it gets like that. They're talking about kids. UK says, for me, I don't want to have kids right now because I'm still young. When I hit 30, might be different. Nah. Hey, y'all.
That's appropriate age. 25 to 30 is a good age to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my friends have kids.
All I heard is judging people with kids. What the hell going on? It took so long to get here. Okay, they talking to each other. But that's Tremaine Gunn, everyone. You know, we interviewing Tremaine Gunn. We doing our usual. Program, but you know, we have an interview to filter it out with and ask them the questions on tonight's topic. So, she may not be into you, and we're going over videos about she may not be into you. You know, I know you had a lot of success in some relationships. You know what I mean? Before I go to the next video, what are other signs that you've noticed that the chick wasn't into you? Have you wrote a song about it? You know what I mean?
I can tell y'all one.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, Miss Cat, a chick wasn't into you? Oh,
no, I'm saying to help you guys out so you know when she's not into you. Just, it's real simple. If you ask her, hey, you know, I want to hang out with your friends or family, and she don't want you to hang out with her friends or family, she's not into you because she does not want you around people that she cares about.
Oh, wow. Damn.
It's the truth.
Damn.
She's not going to take you around people that's important to her.
That was pretty fucking blunt.
And then you know what? That's great. That's great that you said that, Kat, because it was this one girl named Kim. I'll never forget Kim. And she wouldn't bring me around her son. She wouldn't bring me.
Because she knew you weren't going to be somebody that's going to be in her life long term.
Right. And you know what? I am comfortable enough in saying like the women I've dated. And she was one of them. And she was like, and I was young. Yeah, she knew I was in the Navy and all this stuff. But she would tell me all the time, I really want to be with you, but she was like, I don't know. Well, we would go on. She would initiate these things. She would initiate the dates and all that, and blah blah blah. She's like, I don't want to go to the, but she wasn't comfortable in letting me meet her son yet, which I understood because we were like, you know, we were like 6 months. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing serious, but we were like,
I was with her son's dad still.
She was.
I'm like, that's the reason why most women don't introduce you because they're messing with their baby dad. So why would I put you in the mix?
One second. We are at the hour where we are hitting our mark to our after hour. But before Notice finish, I want to get Biz's thoughts on the chick. I'm gonna be a little Corey Holcomb on this. I ain't dating a bitch with kids. Niggas run. Run, niggas. Run. I told my boy Rick that, and my boy Rick was like, bitch, come on, man. They women too, bro. They need love too. I said, nigga, run, nigga. Run, nigga. Get the fuck out the road.
It really depends on how many kids she got, though, honestly.
Yes. If she got one, I can give her that, right? Because
right.
I can understand that. Let me stop.
No. 2 is an issue. 3 is a problem.
Let me tell.
4 is a detrimental headache for sure.
Let me.
That's real. One.
I know a whole bunch of people trying to date Vanessa Bryan. She got a bunch of kids, so
because she's Vanessa Bryan.
I think I like that one.
You could be with a woman who was married for 15 years just when her husband died and she had like 2 kids.
I don't mind that one.
I like that one.
I like that one.
Hey, look.
I like that one.
Hey, look. Vanessa.
That one.
I don't mind that one.
Selfie.
Look, just point. Don't say nothing.
Me break all rules.
That one right there.
like that. Me break all the rules. Me don't care.
Right now. Me sorry.
I'm sorry. Me sorry. Gasmasktribe TV podcast, people, where we felt out that bull.
I like that one.
I'm just like, am I supposed to give my parting words so y'all can be brief?
No, we love you, Kat. No. Please. We like your wild brothers. Like, oh my God, look, I have like
more like retarded brothers.
We just
I
a
know
little
what they thought that
remedial.
was
That's all. That's all. That's just a little remedial.
Them niggas
I did thought the pussycat. I did.
Arriba.
what?
Arriba. Ándale.
They saying gibberish. Let's have it. Okay. Let's have it.
Man, you don't remember the little mouse?
Right.
Oh,
Pew,
cool.
pew, pew. All right, people. Let's get into our last video before we get into the after hours. You know, we gotta get into that. And I got a funny ass fucking video. Bro. This shit is foul. Y'all gonna be like, this is wrong. But Miss Cat, you gonna be like, I love and hate that little motherfucker. All right, check this out. This is the last video, everyone, before we get into the funny one. Chop.
5 obvious signs a woman doesn't like you. While it's absolutely important to learn about the signs that she's interested in you, it's equally, if not more important, to learn about the signs when she's not interested in you. 1, to be respectful, and 2, to save your time. 1, she has a serious facial expression for 30 to 60 seconds or longer, even when you're trying to be funny or build rapport. 2, she reacts passively to your attempt to keep the conversation going. So tell me, what are you excited about in life right now?
Not much.
3, her body's turned slightly away from you. A woman who's into you will most of the time face you directly. 4, she avoids eye contact. 5, she says,
It was nice to meet you.
Check this out. I want to let y'all know, like,
Love it.
when I was on tour, I was trying to find my mojo, right? I was like, dude, like, why? Because, I had this hard look, but the venues I was performing at wasn't like hood. They wasn't like these hood. They were like upscale ass type of venues, right? But I had this little heart, and I'm like, why I'm not getting no pull? Like, woo, 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 right? And they would do the hi, you know what I mean? Or like they would look away. All those things he was saying, I've seen those shit verbatimly until I changed up the swag. I kind of changed up the mojo and shit. And I was like, bow. Then it was just different. It was just like you know what I mean? Like 10 out of 10. Your boy, like, good with it. Anyway, what I'm saying is I had to learn, right? And we all go through that. We all have to grow and learn and like understand how we are as men. And a lot of times men are scared of rejection. It's like a big statistic on how men don't even go up to holler at a female because they're so scared of rejection. And I get it. Women are like, no, don't talk to me because you might touch me wrong or weird or until you like Jean-Claude Van Damme some shit or Michael B. Jordan. They'll never tell Michael B. Jordan that shit. They'll never tell Brian McKnight that shit. Right?
I like Michael B. Jordan and Brian McKnight. Their demeanors are so nice and sweet.
Right. And if they walked up to you with like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? You're a melt.
I don't think either one of them will walk up like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like neither one of those guys would do that.
Well, you know what I mean was to you because you would understand like when they walk up to you and they're approaching you in their manner, but you would melt. And look at that. I know. Look at the high cheekbones. Look at that Indian popping out.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and smile for him. Go ahead and smile for him.
Yes, sir.
Did you have to learn your mojo? You had to learn your mojo. How did you get that?
I was real quiet growing up, so I think just being more confident and just saying how I feel, that's what made, I guess, myself be more approachable. I was always quiet and I never looked people in the eye or whatnot. So I just was like, it's just who I am. Either you like it or you don't.
So that's how you did you get the honeys because of it? Like, how'd you
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
That's
just
the whole point I was talking about.
Yeah.
Honeys?
Oh yeah, of course I did, bro. Just being more
Did you have
confident.
a whole face? I want to know, did you have a whole face?
From 25 to 30, yeah. I did.
How many hoes you taking tonight? 5?
Don't
6?
tell them that.
No, he can. He's special. People gonna be buying
Well,
his records.
when I was, like I said, when I was 25 and I was with that girl Vicky, she was bringing girls in the bedroom. So
We just name dropped and whatnot.
I mean, it's a woman.
Hey, we know about Vicky. We know about that chick Vicky, because she was like, hey, that girl was. Hey, she
Yeah,
would have
I
cut
mean,
your
I didn't
balls
say her
off.
last name. Nobody knows.
Hey, bruh, she would have Lorena Bobbitt your ass. I'm telling you. I'm glad you got away from that one.
Yeah.
Your balls would have been in the
But yeah,
freezer
I
like
definitely
Jeffrey
had a whole
Dahmer or some
phase from
shit.
25 to 30. But right now, I am looking for something real.
She would have had your balls on ice.
Okay.
Oh shit, that lady was crazy.
I got a question. What is your checklist of something real? What is that checklist?
Oh man.
Booty.
I would have to say,
Titties.
of course, she definitely has to have a nice body, but a woman that's goal oriented, a woman who is family oriented, and a woman that cares about me. Not what I have, and just
You guys are so.
cares about just cares about me as a person.
Oh,
So
That's my dog.
that's my.
That's what we find so
dog.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Look, I asked you a question for a reason, and I'm always filter that shit out.
Hey, he trying to find him a real one, bro. Don't shit on his parade. He
Yeah.
trying
I
to
mean,
find him a
to
real
be honest
one.
with you, I might have already found her. To be honest with you, I'm dating. I'm dating. Like I said, I'm dating. So
Okay,
Let us
yeah,
let us shut the fuck up.
We
Let
gonna
us
sit
shut
there.
the fuck
We'll
up.
sit
I
the
might have
fuck
already
down.
found her. Honestly,
I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's good, but you was very vague, my guy. Like when you meet a woman and that's supposed to, like your ex spoon coon, you supposed to be like, yo, she completes me. She does this, does that. She makes it. And when
You were not vague. You know what you want. So if that's what you want, then
right, you are not vague. So I am like, for me, I feel like I'm asking you, like for guys that's out there that has been in that position like I have, guys that's out there that's been in the position like you have, what does the checklist look like? And it's like, oh, she gotta have a great body, she's here for me, this and that. Okay, that's cool. That's great, because that's normally what it's about.
you're saying what else?
Sure. That's the basis of it.
That's the cusp.
Talk to me real, nigga. Talk to
I mean,
me.
to be honest with you, bro, I told you what it is that I want. I mean, she has to be goal oriented. She has to be family oriented. She has to care about me, not what I have. That's what I want. That's on top of my list.
And she got to be,
I mean, of course, the sex is that is important, but those are the three top things that I want.
Do she gotta have a
okay, that's
BBL?
fine.
What about a
So
BBL?
does she have to have a what?
A BBL.
I mean, I never dated with nobody with no fake ass before, but I mean, if that's what she got.
Why you hating on the BBLs, man?
All right, Jermaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a good body. What if she didn't have?
I've dated a girl with nobody. I didn't like that.
Okay, fine. When she was all the checklists, she did right by you. She uplifted you. She wanted to build a business. She did everything, but she didn't have a good body. I'm just.
I
He's
mean,
asking what is that a deal breaker? If you had
that is
everything else.
yeah, that is a deal breaker.
He said he wants all five of his things and he's not
I
settling.
mean, she has to have a nice body. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I usually date bigger women. So I mean, thick women. So
You better not have any kids then, because you can't be promised what body you're going to end up
I
with.
mean, thick.
How thick? Like 420 or better?
Like Monique?
No,
thick
no,
or
no.
thick?
Like Queen Latifah thick.
That's real thick.
That ain't quit. That's muscular.
Nah. How about like Faith
Kim
Evans?
Kardashian's thick.
The girl that I'm talking to now is thick. I like thick women. So I mean, I never really dated a small girl like that.
He like that juicy.
Okay. Next question.
he like that.
Before I let you go, what does she do for your mind? What does she do for your mind and your spirit?
Talking about the girl I'm dating now?
Yeah. for your mind and your spirit.
She makes me feel comfortable. She definitely uplifts me, and
She tickled these
I just,
balls.
I, I just lost my mom a couple of months ago. She was there for me.
That's big.
Thank you,
That's
thank you,
important.
thank you.
Oh man.
Sorry to
She
hear
was
that.
there for me like no other. I mean, she stayed up with me till like 3 o'clock in the morning, just talking. Like, what do you need?
That's
And
important.
yeah, she's like, what do you need? Like, I was just like, I just need you to be here with me. Just
Is
keep
this
me up.
old girl? Is this a
Huh?
girl that we was talking that you was telling me about last time?
No.
Yeah,
The same chick?
this is the same girl. Yeah,
Oh shit! Oh really?
she just met the family on Thanksgiving. So
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
she's a
You know,
good person,
Smooth.
man.
So Smooth know who you talking about, right?
No,
Ah. He know. She went to the same spot. She was over there, right?
no,
Arabia. What's her name? She
no,
went over there.
no. It's not. It's not her.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, you just got big.
That's just
My
my
bad.
friend. I mean, I tried, but
Hey,
I
that
guess
nigga.
she don't look at me like that.
Hey, like
This woman that I'm talking about, she's a real woman. She's just like I said. We grew up together. We went to high school together, and we just got back in contact when the pandemic first happened, and we just been connected. And for her
So
to be there
this is the
when
one
my
you
mom,
said is 35 with you. That's the same age.
yeah, she's 35. Yeah,
Okay, the
She's
same
hot.
age. Okay, got it.
So I'm gonna go through some. One question before I go through comments and we get out of here.
yeah,
Is she into you or into the things that you're into more than you?
yeah. We both like going to the movies. We go to the
Wait.
movies.
Listen, no.
Okay,
You gotta let me
okay,
finish. Look,
okay,
it's a real quick question, and
okay.
I always say that men should really look at this. But is she into you more than you're into the things that you're into? Like your music. Is she into your music more than you are? Like the things that you do. Is she into those things more than do she you said she makes you feel comfortable. So I get that, right?
Mhm.
But your passion, the thing that you're passionate about, is she into the things that you're passionate about more than you? And a lot of times that may take time to discover. And I'm not trying to have you to answer that right now because that may take time to discover, you know what I mean? But look, if you can answer it, then yeah. But if you can't, look into that, you know what I mean? Because that will determine if she may be close to putting a ring on it.
I think more of what he's saying is like, not only does she want you to be successful, but she wants y'all to be successful for y'all. Like, because she wants to be the success for y'all. She wants to be like,
Hey, we're going to filter out the bull. I appreciate that. But sometimes notice us as men, sometimes women don't understand how hard it could be as men to move, right? To even thrive throughout America. So even having a woman who loves or more passionate into the things that you're into,
is she your better half?
pushes you. Right. It pushes you to go out there and take on the fucking world. And she's like, you know what I mean? And that may take time to discover that, right? It may not be right now. You know what I mean? You may say, yo, 3 months later, you might be like, yo, like, bro, she's doing administration. She's running the merchandise. She's already talking about, she just want me to succeed. Like, she ain't even tripping about.
Not even that. She's talking about websites. She's talking about this stuff.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, she's pushing you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I think men don't look at. Cool, I get the booty, that, titties. Well, cool. Like Notice saying earlier, we get all of that. My thing is she into you more than you? Like, you know what I mean? And that will determine if she's worth putting a ring on it in the near future. And that's something. Why? Because honestly, I'm telling you, you can say no, Miss Cat, but I'm telling you, a woman that's Miss Cat. You said it earlier. She will submit and do what you tell her because she
Yes, but you're
believes in.
saying you want her to be all into him more than he's into her and all that. And I'm like, both people need to be mutually into each other.
You right, Miss Cat, but there has to be sacrifice in relationships, and sometimes people don't understand that, right?
Yeah.
And we have to be like very truthful at times, and like in minds, right? I know that I'm not that affectionate, right? I can literally say that. My wife, fully affectionate, right? So we kind of have this like equilibrium skill. You know what I mean? Like we kind of balance it out in a way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And it's those things I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm really not into the shit that like, you know what I mean? But she's more into like, hey, are you looking at this? Hey, are you looking at these? Hey, we have this. Hey, we, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Or I've seen it in other relationships. The most powerful relationships that have won was because of who? A strong woman was
Right.
behind him. And she knew more about his shit than him. Look at Empire. That was a perfect example. She knew more about the, you know what I mean? She knew more about the business or how to get, just how to maneuver shit way better than Lucius. You know what I mean? And that, like, that what made you her favorite. Yeah, we knew Lucius was the man. Yeah, we already know that.
Lucius.
But who was the, like, I'm telling you,
brains.
and that's, I'm telling you, that's where women and men may have gotten things mixed up because of society. We have forgotten those type of values and morals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And until you have that, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's kind of like finding a soulmate in a way. You know what I mean?
Well, I will
You can
say
get
this,
close.
like I said, we've been friends for 21 years. We just now getting to the dating part. So far, she's doing well. So far, she's helping me bring my guard down. My guard down been up for 3 years, bro. So I think she's doing awesome. Like I said, for her to be there when my mom passed and to take off of work to come to my mom's funeral, that's a lot of support right there, bro. Also, when we go out, I'm not always paying. We take turns paying. We take turns on what activities we want to do during those dates. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we go bowling, sometimes we go to the movies, sometimes we do different
Right.
things.
That's good. That's a solid one. That's a solid
That's a
one.
Yeah,
solid one.
yeah.
Solid
What
one.
was that face,
Just
though?
just
Notice,
don't
what
let
was
that go
that face?
too
Let me
long.
see that face again. Notice, what was that face?
Just don't let that go too long. You don't let that go too long. Because like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it could get bad for you.
Until you're married or you're like established, you can't
Yeah,
do that.
it
Like
makes,
that's it's like when I was dating my girl and any of my girls, I was always like, yo, unless I didn't give a fuck, I was like, you were like a floozy or whatever, floozy for the night. It was more like it was like, yo, let me show you how I can court you. So that's cool. The back and forth is good. Now you know she can pay. Good. That's cool. That's cool. But you want to out for a man, you want to outdo that. Period. Because now she knows, because if
Look,
you do it, now
part
she
2 in
knows
6 months,
take
please.
care of things. Because if you don't, she'll be like, I will take care of everything, and then you put her in position to wear the pants. And
Well,
I'm
as
taking
of right now, I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
letting anybody involved in what me and her have going on. Right now, we're on a good speed. I feel like when I always ask people, oh, how should I do this and how should I do that? It just
right.
doesn't work. I have to go based on how me and her feel. Right now, we're in a good place.
And
I
you know
like
what?
I like the speed that we're going.
Good, good.
Hey,
We just started dating in July,
And you
so
know what? Do you, my guy? Do you, my guy? And do you
absolutely, I'm definitely gonna do that.
and do you all the way?
hey,
Thank you.
notice. In
Before you
6
say
months,
that, bitch, but
notice in 6
at
months,
this standpoint, just look.
Part
in
2.
6 months,
6 months.
notice part
Yeah,
2 in
coming
6
back.
months. You're coming
Yeah,
back.
I don't want to
They
say
want to
that.
see
Shit.
it.
Gunna.
What the
They
fuck
want to
up?
Coming
see it.
back, Gunna.
Everybody want to see
We
it.
gotta
Gunna.
we gotta talk about it now. They want it.
They want it.
We
They
gotta
want to
give
see
it
what
to them, bro.
happens.
Look, now I
So
want to
in May,
months. In 3 months, let me know. Hey, like, notice, hey, you still going strong. Just know, like you just said, it's not about anybody else. You said the
Exactly.
you
Because
said
I feel like my last relationship, too many people was involved, and I'm
right.
like, I'm way too old to have
Okay.
her
Wait, wait,
people,
wait,
my
wait, wait, wait,
people
wait, wait,
involved.
wait. Let me not get too far ahead. We got to get into the after hours. I'm so sorry, everybody.
All right.
Let me go ahead and look. Conclusion on tonight, because we gotta finish this. But conclusion on tonight, she may not be into you. Just watch it. Y'all have heard a bunch of shit I said earlier, about meeting the right one. Yo, Jay Smooth, you got something you want to say real quick before we get into last words, right quick?
In this lifetime, I found out something. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Yes, sir.
Yo, Gasmasktribe TV podcast with our special guest, Tremaine Gunn. Yo, would you like to say anything on the last words before we get into the after hours where we just get unleashed? Because I've been waiting to just go ahead.
Just live your best life and be happy with yourself and forgive yourself. Go forward. That's the best advice I can give anybody.
That's what's up. Last ways we notice, everyone. Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that mother-loving bull. And yes, sometimes we are the messiest podcast on the planet. Last ways we notice. Miach.
Be that as it may. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Gasmasktribe TV podcast. We filter out that bullshit. Like I was saying, be that as it may, the messiest podcast, the realest podcast, the overall podcast, the drama, however you want to look at it. When it comes down to it, yes, she may not be into you, but he may not be into you as well. And when it comes down to those things, we need to look at each other and understand where the fuck we really coming from. I'm not going to go too long on this. I'm going to let y'all know. Hey, life is what it is. When you're young, understand that life is great. Go experience your life. Have fun. Do your things. But understand who the fuck you are fucking with. Because if you don't understand who you're fucking with, then you don't understand where you're going or where you even came from. And with that being said, I'm going to sign y'all off. Yo, take care, brush your hair, wash your hands, and say your prayers because Jesus and germs is everywhere. Church.
1, 2, 3, showtime. So she's not a lesbian, or she is a lesbian?
No, she is a lesbian.
Okay. Well,
She
great way to
does
start.
not.
If your church is got a cash app, there it is.
There it is.
1, 2, 3, showtime. Or have a choice, and your mindset is part luck. 1, 2, 3, showtime.
So what's up guys? Tuturuan ko kayo paano mag-karate.
Oh, grabe. Oh, grabe. Sipa. Oh, talon. Sandang ka lang. Oh, grabe. Oh, galing. Oh. Ubilo mo. Ay mo. Oh. Tableng. Oh. Steak. Oh.
That was fucked up. And then I kept watching, like, damn, is this nigga finna tip in the pool? Like, am I wrong for that, y'all? I think I'm wrong for that. I was like, oh shit, he about to. Hey, bro, you know he looked like what's that nigga that you used to stretch? Louis Armstrong? Is that his name? That thing that used to stretch, nigga? That's what he looked like. That's fucked up. That nigga feet that nigga did the worm, nigga. I said, oh shit. All right. Damn, nigga, and I'm floating, nigga. Oh my god.
So what's up guys? Tuturuan ko kayo paano mag-karate.
Siguro. Oh, grabe. Oh, grabe. Sipa. Oh, talon. Sandang ka lang. Oh, grabe. Oh, galing. Oh.
Why he kicked the wall though?
I see. Stretch Armstrong, bro.
I took that shit today, man. I saw that shit today. I had to fucking post that shit. I was like, oh my god, that shit got like 5,000 views.
That shit funny as fuck.
That shit went crazy on the site, man.
Then
What's
that
good,
nigga
people?
hit the worm.
What's good, people? We're in the after hours, everyone. You already know. Gasmasktribe, where we have the uncut conversations. And let's get into some of these comments. UK, no, it's not the woman was too damaged mentally and needed to get therapy. And once I left her, she finally got it. And now it's like night and day. Nyla Miller. Cupid's also says, well, I'm staying at UK. Y'all keep me laughing and quite intrigued, especially Nana. I know Nana be on, man, that's my nigga right there, Brian. Nana be funny as a motherfucker. She is hilarious. I know. UK, can we talk about the fuck girls don't? I know. I was about to say like why he ain't got shit on this wall, but I don't want to make him feel bad. But definitely we got to see part 2 of his relationships. His last one was kind of crazy, but we definitely got to see what happens. You know what I mean? He got it. I know, man. I know we gotta see, man. I you know what? I just kind of thought it was, I want people to, oh shit. Let me open up the conversation. I'm tripping. People, y'all can chime in. Let's have the conversation about it. She's not into you. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on this? This conversation, and let's chop it up. You know what I mean? Hey, I was good. Oh shit! Look, the convo. Let's start the convo. I'm putting the link right here. Everyone, boom, y'all got it. Oh shit! You know what? Facebook. Sorry, gotta see y'all later. Boom. Holler. Also, if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. And thank y'all so much, man. It costs nothing to really hit the like button. Really, it just costs like a penny, like half a second. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the conversation, man. What was at hand tonight? Oh, notice you didn't see. You notice how you go. Damn,
short
man. Yeah, you saw it. You saw my little. That's the little homie. It's the little soldier right there. Knock a nigga out, But people, thank y'all so much. I did not really expect him to have a relationship so fast. Because it takes people a while to get in a relationship. You know what I mean? So he did his thing though. Did his thing. Last podcast we had with him was a little rough. Remember the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little rough. It was.
Yeah. It was better this time.
He didn't get the scrutiny, like what I mean. Because see, y'all don't know the tribe, man. Y'all catching us at season. We season right now. You know what I mean? But when we was like a little earlier through the year, nigga, shit.
Yeah. Niggas running around like pet bulls off the leash, huh?
Man, bro, man. Notice was cussing niggas out. I was like, oh, bitches' heads. Like, it was foul. It was kind of mean. Like, we was filtering out that shit. We was going toe to toe with niggas.
Hey, just put it like this: Jermaine sang on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he sang on the podcast before.
All right.
Yep. Y'all can catch
How'd that
yeah.
turn out? Okay, yeah. Y'all can catch that on my mama. Like, share, and subscribe.
Go look at that. Yeah.
It was yeah, go check that out, man. Y'all go like that, man.
Look at this here.
Y'all gotta go back and see it.
You'll
We ain't
see
telling y'all shit. Y'all go
You'll
back
see
and
it.
look at that motherfucker.
Don't make me pull it up and download it. He was on Angel B Head. He was on Angel B Head at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How'd it sound though? To y'all.
So
Yeah.
what we talking about? Something else?
Yo, yeah. What we on?
Yeah. Big ups to my guy.
Jermaine, my nigga Gun, T Gun say he in the lot. Hey, T Guns. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Tread lightly when you in the locker room, bro.
Oh, bro.
I know we family, just tread lightly in that motherfucker. But bro said he was nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. He in the locker room. He said he was nervous.
Bro.
No,
yeah.
I know a lot of nervous.
Hey,
he said it was horrible.
hey, don't come up in the after hours though. The after hours, bro. If you get up here in the after hours,
It's too late. UK on his head already. It's
shit.
already. UK got him already, bro. Folks, let me tell you this.
Damn.
When y'all come to the after hours, y'all have to if y'all not prepared, like it's like y'all ever watch Jerry Springer, Maury, and then you remember the high school locker rooms, boys and girls, like it ain't no filter in there, and niggas is gone. They coming for that head, so tread lightly, big dog.
We got 16 comments. Hold on, let me get back in here. Let me see what's going on. It was horrible. What was horrible, man? You wasn't horrible. What was horrible, bro?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about right now.
His singing.
He's probably
That's
talking
what he was
about.
talking about.
Oh, he's singing.
He said when he was on the show and he was singing.
Oh yeah, probably.
I can go find it.
Why not? We in the after hours. Fuck it. Pull it up.
He said he was getting over a cold.
Oh, he was.
Bro, I'm telling you, tread lightly, bro. You sitting here, bro. You know Notice is in the background looking for it. For sure. I'm going to tell you that now. He already looking for it, nigga. So in a minute, it's going to be like that random video that's just going to pop up in the middle of somebody's conversation. And you sitting up here, bro. All right.
Oh, you know what? I don't even got to do that. I can go right to my TikTok. It's on my TikTok.
Damn. Yeah, well, we finna filter out this bullshit. We finna see if you had a code or not.
He did.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
It didn't sound like.
You can't gonna be on your
Stall him
head.
out, bro. Stall him out.
My bad, big homie. My bad, big homie. My bad. I'm a fall back.
No, it's like shit.
All right. No, it's like, yeah, all right.
No.
Man, get a leg.
Notice is always the cousin. Notice is always the cousin. Like, okay, all right. Like, nah, man. All right, for sure. He ain't gonna hurt nobody. He good. He gonna be all right. He'll do better.
He do better.
He do better.
He do better.
And niggas be like, how about the Lakers though?
Man, how about them
Man,
Lakers?
how about the Lakers though? I know.
The emphasis be heavy to them Mets.
I tell you one thing. We definitely had a pretty fine last week. We definitely had a good trying last week. And Monday nights be like more my playground. That's where I like to like put it all out there. You know what I mean? And we had a good time. Like last week was definitely a week that I understood that everybody just can't join the ride with us. You know? Everybody's not going to be able to get on that plane. You get what I mean? The G6. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something I have to like really understand. And have a like this calmness. Most people don't have a calmness when they're going through shit. Like you gotta have a calmness. That's why she not into you. You ain't got a calmness. Gotta be calm. You gotta think big. You think it's small.
Think big, bitch.
Think big, bitch. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is rushing to the bag. Like, let the bag come to you. You know what I mean? You know why I wasn't like so crazy about like the whole female shit like coming up, because I was always into what I'm into, and that draw women. Like when you into what you into, that shit go draw women, man. You know what I mean? My nigga, that's gonna draw females. I don't give a fuck what are you into. You into construction, there's women out there that love construction workers. I remember I used to hear females like tell me, oh, I love to see your uncle working. This, you know what he was doing? He was fucking moving shit like junk out of a fucking garage. But I just love to see your uncle working. Like, God damn. You know what I mean? She want to be new auntie. You know, like, but you gotta like understand, like, there are women really into whatever you're into. There are multitudes of women into that shit. That's why niggas be into like other niggas' lanes and shit when they ain't supposed to be there. You know, stay the fuck out of my lane, nigga. You ain't supposed to be there, nigga. I like the bitches over here though. The bitches over here got ass. They classy.
They got that shit together.
They got that shit together.
She got good credit.
She got good credit and all that. Like, bro, you gotta be that type of ass down. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be that type of dude to be with that type of woman. Like, that's why I like Kevin Samuels. When Kevin Samuels would talk about, like, would talk to niggas and shit. He'd be like, bro, how do you want to go out there and meet this type of woman? You want to be with this type of female. You want her to have this type of blah, 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 to be submissive and all of this. When, like, you don't even know how to be masculine. Like, how you gonna expect a female to be submissive and you don't know how to be masculine? Like, you don't know how to be in your manhood. You don't know how to work in your man shit. You know what I mean? Be that dude. Like challenge. Take the challenge. Be the warrior. Be the leader. Don't worry about it. See here. Even if you don't know her, you need to act like you fucking know her so she can like have no worries or type shit. You know what I mean? It's like this shit as man, bro. We gotta take on life and like understand how to fucking figure that shit out. I'm just saying, man, like, it's true though. It's true. Like, we all can't be fucking Superman. I understand that shit. It's on our page, notice. It's on the
Yeah, no, I'm searching for it.
It says Tremaine. It says Tremaine, and it's with Angel B. You'll see Angel B there.
There's a lot of those.
No, his face is there. His face. You'll see his face on the thumbnail. But that's the thing. Like that's why I like people like Jermaine. Like he's not scared to just put it out there, right? And I told him, I was like, bro, this is the tribe. I would rather for you come on like Miss Cat show when her show debut. You know what I mean? Come on her show, the Positive Vibe show. You know what I mean? Because your
Hey,
story
he
kind of
still
match
should.
well for that. You know what I mean?
He still should. I think it's some. Oh no, never mind. Bro said he head over heels over something. But yeah, that'll be dope.
Because you know what I mean? It's a little softer than the other shows on the network.
A lot.
The
That's what Miss Cat will probably be.
Miss Cat's the only one. They're probably
PG 13.
Yeah,
PG
yeah.
14.
And if
Yeah,
anyone
PG
that's
14.
closest to that will probably like that. We have a network now that's probably close to that. Will probably be the Ladies' Night. That I could say that's almost
Facts.
close to that. You know.
Facts.
But I just really see that. You know what I mean? Nigga, I'm about to move. I'm at home. You about to move? Oh, they in the locker room. These niggas in the locker room having the chat in the locker room. You know. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, man. Hit that like button while you here, man. While you watching us, chilling with us, hanging out with us. Hit that like button, man. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Please, can y'all please hit the like button?